Hello, you're watching David the Real Matt White, and today we're going to be talking about the scary apotheosis of nurses, doctors, and a critique of these TikTok nurses, right? So I want to start with this article. This was posted 12 days ago. It's called Romanian Church Condemns Posters Depicting Doctors and Nurses as Saints. And it's basically the Romanian Church condemning this piece of filth that's an absolutely sacrilegious work. And for those people who wonder how is this sacrilegious, this is no different than if someone drew a picture of Muhammad and then just posted it around and made a poster of it. That will be just it's basically the same thing. It's sacrilege, right? And this is sacrilege because you're depicting a doctor as Jesus Christ or as a saint, basically as someone that's divine. And it's the person that created this is Wanda Hutira. We're gonna get I can't speak today. We're going to get back on that today. What really caught my eye, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but what really caught my eye is that the public spokesperson said, I believe you can see, says that this is merely an artistic choice, but this is not a political nor a religious statement. This is a lie. And even if I didn't provide any proof, which I will be providing a proof, and I think very strong proof that it is, but this is obviously a religious or even political message, right? It's not just some artistic choice. And it's really hard to believe that. Now, what's my proof? You might say, David, you claim to have proof. What's your proof? Well, let's go to the proof. And it's this. This is the person, right? I just ran a quick search. This is the person that made this piece of crap. And look at him. Wanda Hutira, art direction, craft, witchcraft. Yeah, she really does look like a witch. And she also looks like someone that sounds a lot like witch, that I'm not going to say. But all I'm going to point out is even female dogs have more honor than this person. It's very obviously that it's religious. She herself is an occultist. She's pro-witchcraft. It's in her bio. And I really doubt it's someone pretending to be her, or someone that merely has the same name and who does the same thing, who lives in the same country. I don't believe in that either. This is pretty much explicit that she's a witch. We're dealing with a witch. Now you might wonder, wait a second. This kind of vindicates witch burnings, isn't it? Well, I'm not going to say whether I support it or not, because if I talked about it, I will probably be banned from YouTube. But all I'm going to say is that maybe there was a purpose in why some people burned witches. Now, the second part that I want to talk about is this effort. Well, it's twofold. One, it's this new effort of people trying to make themselves into deities, but also, and disrespect towards God, obviously, but also how nurses and doctors are having a bit too much fun, don't you think? I mean, some of you might have seen various different videos of nurses dancing around and doing these silly TikTok videos. I'm gonna show some of the images. This is one of them, and this is another one of them, right? You see various different videos of these nurses dancing. They have all the time. They have so much. What's the narrative? The nurses, the doctors are fighting. They're in the battlefield. They have no time to even sleep, but yet they have time to do TikTok videos. And like all these doctors, they don't have patience to look, but they have the time to just dance and just like have fun. But what does the media tell us? Well, the media tells us that they're just having a very hard time. Now, what am I implying? Well, I'm not really implying that this whole thing is a hoax. I'm not gonna go that far. I think if I said that, it will be very hard for me to substantiate that. It will be very, very difficult. I do think it's a real thing. This whole stuff is real. But I think we should be asking questions. How do these nurses and doctors have this much free time to do all this stupid shit? Now, I'm sorry for saying shit, but it really is stupid shit that they're doing. And I'm just wondering, how do they all have all this time to do this? I'm told that they're fighting in a battlefield. I'm pretty sure this is not how people act in a battlefield, if you ask me. I'm not saying having fun is never allowed. I'm not going to be that kind of a retard. I do think, a couple videos here and there will be fine. But the volume of these videos is just insane. We have seen so many videos, like memes of these TikTok people, that at this point I'm wondering, what's going on. I mean, they're giving off a different image. It's like they don't even take this seriously. And I will say that for people, especially for myself, but I think for people that will be watching this and will be seeing this kind of stuff, it really lowers their trust in the medical community, right? Because we're not allowed to see how they treat the patients, but we're allowed to see like how much fun they're having in their downtime. And it's so strange that's the only thing that we're seeing. And maybe that might be that bias that we're only seeing that, but we're not seeing the other side. So someone might say that, and that might be fair. I will still argue against it, but I think that will be fair point. I still think that they can have fun. I don't think they should just like show it to people that they're having fun. I think there should be something serious about it. It is something serious, right? And I know that there are indeed some patients that don't do this. They don't blaspheme. They don't do sacrilege. They don't post silly videos and make themselves look like total goofballs. I know that there are nurses and doctors that really take this seriously, and I'm not attacking them as a whole. But there really are a group of people that do this internationally, and it's just making me doubt, and I think it makes everyone doubt, what's really going on. And if you wanted to talk about this more in detail, which I don't think YouTube will allow me to, if you really talked about this in more detail, we could even find more questionable stuff. So I'm just saying that I think we should be more dubious about what's going on with the narrative. I think there's something going on. I think this whole virus stuff is indeed real. It's actually a real phenomenon. I'm not saying it's fake. However, it seems like it indicates something that's going wrong in our society. I think this is supposed to be a very serious time of our lives, and all we see is all of these stupid dancers and entertainers just singing really bad songs. They all have terrible voices, by the way, and the way they sing is incredibly terrible. And all we see are these doctors and nurses having fun. And I feel like, this is really sending off a whole message. It's like this world is a joke for these people. And there's no seriousness. We don't see any seriousness. And I don't know. That's just what I think. And yeah, I think that's really just it. So I'm not really advocating for any like silly theory. But I'm just very worried that, this whole virus stuff is really exposing how a lot of people think about each other, I think. And this is a good starting point. And let's not forget, witchcraft, literal witches are using blasphemy and sacrilege to attack the church. This is still going on. So don't be scared of speaking about this. A lot of people have a secular mindset, and so they think that if I speak about this, I'll look like a crazy kook. But when you show them this, and if they deny it and they act like Redditors who don't take this seriously, they are the real cooks and they're the real idiots. So that's going to be it for the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're going to make a couple more videos in a very short time. So I'll see you there. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this stuff, be sure to subscribe and like this video. I'll see you guys. God bless you all.